Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Readers Club. Today we are going to read the story A Gift of Chappals. This is a story of a little girl, Mridu, who is living in Madras, which is now called as Chennai. She is living with her grandparents, that is Tapi and Tata. Tapi is grandmother and Tata is her grandfather. And one afternoon, Tapi takes her to her aunt Rukumani's house to meet her cousins Lali, Ravi, and Meena. So, this is a story about Mridu who has gone to her cousins and she's exploring over there so many things. So, let's start the chapter. A Gift of Chappals. A smiling Rukumani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out and Ravi pulled Mridu into the house. So when Mridu went to her Aunt Ruku's house, when Aunt Ruku opened the door, तो जब मृदु अपने आंट और अंकल के घर गई थी तो रुकुमनी who is her aunt, when she opened the door, Ravi and Meena, who are the cousins of Mridu, rushed out because they before only knew that Mridu was coming. So they, when the bell rang, they thought that it is Mridu. So they rushed out. मतलब कि वो जल्दी जल्दी आए दरवाजे के पास और पुल्ड मृदु इनटू द हाउस, मतलब कि मृदु को खींचकर, हाथ से खींचकर अंदर घर में लेकर आए. वेट, let me take off my slippers. So when Ravi was pulling Mridu inside the house, Mridu told Ravi that wait a little while, wait a second, okay, let me take out my slippers, because she was wearing the slippers or what the footwear she was wearing. We always remove the chappals outside the house and then enter the house. So Mridu also wanted to remove her slippers outside the house, protested Mridu. She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. So when Mridu removed her slippers, she set properly her slippers near the pair of large black ones. Means there were already one pair of chappals lying, which were very large and black in color. Besides that pair, she kept her pairs of chappals. Those one were grey. So the large black chappals were grey. Actually, with dust, you could see the clear mark of every toe on front of each slipper. So the slippers which were lying already there on the floor, they were very black, very large, black in color, but they were grey. They were looking grey. Why they were looking grey? Because there was dust on it. Because of the dust, when the chappal were worn, there were clear mark of toes in front of each slipper. The mark of two big toes were long and scrawny. Of toes on the slippers which were lying already on the floor, there were two big toes. Means the first toe of our leg, they were very long and scrawny. Means they were very thin, long and thin. Mridu didn't have much time to wonder about whose slippers they were, because Ravi dragged her to the backyard behind a thick bitterberry bush. He was thinking who might have come to the house, whose slippers they are, but she did not have any much more time to think about it. Why? Because Ravi dragged her to the backyard. Because Ravi wanted to tell her something. Ravi wanted to show her something. So she pulled her hand and took her to the backyard. The backyard was very thick bitterberry bush. Means there are many trees of bitterberry in the backyard. There, inside a torn football lined with a sacking and filled with sand, lay a very small kitten. So when Ravi dragged Mridu to the backyard, she saw that there was a torn football. Means there was a ball which was football. There was a football which was already used and torn. On that torn football, there was a sack which was filled with sand. And on that sand, there was a very small kitten lapping up milk from a coconut half shelf. So there was a kitten lying on the football and drinking a milk which was in the coconut half shelf. In that, Ravi had put, and that milk the kitten was drinking. We found him outside the gate this morning. He was mewing and mewing, poor thing, said Meena. So what Ravi said, that they found this kitten outside the main gate in the morning. How did they knew that there was a kitten? Because the kitten was mewing and mewing. It's a secret. Amma says Party will live for our Padu Mama's house if she knows we have a cat. Now Meena said to Mrudu that the kitten is over here in the backyard. It is a secret. Amma don't know. Amma Party, nobody knows that we have a kitten in our house, in our backyard. So what Meena said, that it is a secret from everyone. No one knows. That Amma has already told us, if Party will know, मतलब कि अगर पार्टी को पता चल गया कि हमारे पास किटन यहाँ पर बैकयार्ड में है, तो Party means grandmother. In Tamil, they say, so Amma means mother, says that our mama has told us that our grandmother Party will live for Pudu Mama's house. Means Party will leave us. She will not stay here and she will go to Mama's house if अगर उसको पता चला कि यहाँ पर cat है. If that, she knows we have a cat. People are always telling us to be kind to animals. But when we are, they scream. Oh, don't bring that dirty creature here, said Ravi. Mridu, Meena, Ravi, they were discussing that always our elders advise us that we should take care of animals, we should give them love, and all those things they teach us. But when we do that, they scream on us. They tell us, don't bring that dirty creatures here, means don't bring those animals near us, said Ravi. Do you know how hard it is just to get a little milk from the kitchen? Party saw me with a glass in my hand just now. I told her I'm very hungry. I want to drink it. But the way she looked at me, I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. Then she wanted the tumbler back. Ravi felt that kitten is hungry. He went to the kitchen to bring milk from the kitten. When he was bringing the milk for the kitten from the kitchen, Party means a grandmother, saw Ravi with a glass of milk in his hand. So now the excuse Ravi had to give, because if the Party would come to know that there is a kitten, she would go to Pudu Mama's house. So Ravi had to give the excuse. That Ravi told that he was feeling hungry and he wanted to drink milk. But the grandmother Party saw that there is some fishy, there is something going on in Ravi's mind. After drinking the milk, Party wanted the tumbler back. Party, I will wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble? I told her. So when the Party wanted the tumbler back, Ravi had little milk inside for the kitten. He told that Party, I will wash this tumbler myself. I do not want you to do work. I had to run and pour the milk into the coconut shell and then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. So now what Ravi did, he came running outside the backyard, put the milk into the shell and then went back again in the kitchen and washed the tumbler and put it on its place before the Party got really suspicious. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran. What over here it is said, that the kitten's name Ravi had kept Mahendran. So when the party got suspicious about something is going on, and Ravi tried to cover it up, Ravi thought that we have to think another way to feed the kitten, that is Mahendran. Mahendran, this little kitty's name is Mahendran. Mridu was impressed. It was real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. Mridu was impressed by the name Mahendran. She told that this was a really a good name. It was a real name, not just other names like Kitty, Mitty, like that. Actually, his full name is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai. MP Punai for short, if you like. Now, what did Ravi say? Actually, we have kept his name Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai. That is MP Punai is the short form. He is fine breed of cat. Just look at his fur like a lion's mane. And you know what? The emblem of the ancient Pallava. And you know what? The emblem of the ancient Pallava kings was, don't you? He looked expectantly to Mridu. Now, when Ravi told that Mahendra Pallava Punai, MP Punai was the actual name, full name of the kitten, he tried to show how beautiful the cat was looking. He told that this cat is not an ordinary cat. It is of a fine breed. It's look at its fur, means his fur, it was very furry, and its fur on the neck looked like a lion's mane. He also told Mridu that it was also like the emblem of the Pallava kings. Pallava kings means they were the kings in the south. In the ancient time, they had this type of the same emblem. Means it was a like a same looking like creature. Mridu giggled. So Mridu laughed while listening these things. Think I'm joking. Well, just wait. So, when Mridu giggled, Ravi felt bad. Okay, do you think I'm joking? He told that wait, that I will show you and clear out to you that it is. He told Mridu that you don't know anything about history. He asked Mridu that have you gone to Mahabalipuram? Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his tathas, etc., for the school trip to Mahabalipuram. He saw the statue of his tathas, means he saw the statue of grandfather, etc. So the fact is, Mahendran here is a descendant from that very same ancient cat. So when he went to Mahabalipuram from the school trip, he saw the ancestors, means the grandfather's grandfather. Thought that Mahendra was a descendant from that ancient cat, a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion. Means the cat is a very close relative. Ravi went on walking around the bitter berry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling. This cat is descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, and if I may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. And then Ravi went on walking. Means when Ravi was talking about all these things, he was just walking here and there. He was not standing still. He told that this cat is descendant of none other than Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And he reminded Mridu that you know that this cat is being worshipped even in the ancient Egypt. How he loved the sound of his own voice. Meena and Mridu exchanged looks. So when Ravi was talking about the cat, the emblem, the Pallava dynasty, Meena and Mridu both were looking to each other how he was talking, How was the voice of Ravi? What does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. When Ravi told that the Egyptians also worshipped cat, Mridu asked, what is the relation of this cat with that cat? I'm telling you that this cat is descendant from the Egyptian cat god. No goddess Bastet? Yeah, that's it. So now Ravi is linking the cat to the Egyptian's god. He is telling that this cat is a descendant of Egyptian cat. It is goddess. So one of the descendants of that cat goddess was a stowaway in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is Ravi flourished his twig at Mahendran. MP Punnai, here, whoop, eek. He shrieked, very pleased with himself. See how the Ravi is making the story about the cat. That cat is a goddess who was being worshipped by the Egyptians. So when once the ship Pallava's ship was coming from the Egypt, this cat hided in the ship. He had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell. Now, when the voice stopped, Mahendra started looking here and there. Why? Because while the talk was going on, he was sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shelf. Means he was scrubbing the coconut shelf with his paws. But worse than Ravi's awful whoop and came to Mahabalipuram from the Egypt. Mahendran looked up alarmed. Now from the window they heard a noise, screech. What Ravi was talking, it was the voice. But now they had listened a very weird, strange and unusual voice, screech, and which was coming from the window. What a weird sound. If Mridu was startled, MP Punnai was frightened out of his wits, hair standing on the end. He bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that had been set out to dry. Trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself. Meow, he howled miserably. Now, when the sound came, screech from the window, Mridu was startled. Means Mridu was thinking, okay, what type of sound this is and from where is it coming and who is making the sound. But MP Punai, means a kitten, was so frightened that it jumped on the bamboo tray where the red chilies were kept for drying, and it tried to hide behind a few chilies, and he howled miserably. The screeching went on and on. What's that noise? Said Mridu. Now the voice was still coming. Screech, screech, like that voice was still coming. So Mridu asked, what is this noise? And who is making it? From where is it coming? Ravi replied, that's Lali learning to play the violin. She'll never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train whizzing on and on, while Lali's all the time derailing, going completely off the track. So Lali was learning since long time, but she was not able to learn the music properly. So Ravi says that she will never learn to play music. Why? Because when the music master plays the violin, he is playing very good. He is just playing so good that you can sit for hours and hours and listen to the music. But while Lali does not play very well, and she always goes off the track. That's all for today. We will continue the story in the next part, which will come very soon. So stay tuned. Thank you.